You were made for this. Discover it now if you don't know it already. Supersize Your Business, day 220. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome. Let's jump right into this topic today. All this week, for the next 7 days, we're going to focus on, as part of our spirituality focus, as one of the 9 life framework areas. Yes, my awesome graphics. Today and every day this month, we are focusing on the spiritual aspects of us now and how it can make us a better human being. Today's topic is, if you haven't guessed it already, your purpose. Our purpose isn't found in a single moment. At least it wasn't for me. I spent literally decades chasing and wondering, what am I here for? Why am I here? Why am I in this business or that business at any given time? Why am I working for this company versus that company at any given time? And I liked to ask myself these big questions. Now, there were, of course, decades where I was running through my life. When my kids were little and I was working and had businesses on the side, I was too busy to ask myself these big questions, and I was just going through the motions in a lot of areas of my life, which was adding value to the world, but not value on purpose. It was just mostly for survival mode. And I discovered an exercise a long time ago and created my own slightly tweaked version of that, because that's what I like to do, mess with stuff. And it looks something like this. It's a Venn diagram, and we think about, what is it that we love to do? We absolutely lose track of time when we're doing it. It just comes naturally for us. That's in the love circle. And so all the things we love to do, we could write in there. I recommend, if you've never done this exercise, you actually do that. And you can just put in a few keywords that stimulate your memory in terms of what the things are that you love to do. What do you lose track of time doing? One of the really strange skills, and skills is the next one, skills and experience. What skills and experiences do I have that I could share with other people, that other people would find valuable, that they would love to, or that they would just like to know about or value, meaning they would value them enough to exchange money with you for them. So they would pay you to teach them the skills for the things that you love to do. You'll notice we're forming a very important circle here, or little, I guess it's more of a triangle. Could be anything. Each of our charts would be different. So what people will value and pay you for, what skills you've got and acquired, what education, what certifications, what courses, what experiences have you had that other people could learn from. And if you shared it, you're doing them a great service, because they're not having to make the same mistakes that you do. That's kind of the foundation of my whole philosophy of how I show up and where I show up and why I show up, to share a lot of information that most people would never share. I share it all pretty much. Not all, but pretty darn much all, with respect to personal development and business anyway. And then our final determining factor is what will make the world a better place. Now, most people don't have this in their strategy or their purpose, right? Most people are just figuring out, well, what's in it for me? Sad, right? Because if we know that we are part of the entire world, we will make better, different decisions than if we just do what's in our own selfish interests. But by being ourselves, by being authentic, by being who we really are, by identifying these things and figuring out, where's my genius zone? Where am I just going to be, number one, I can be the best in the world at being me, right? Nobody else can be better at being me than I can. Just like no one else can be better at being you than you can. That's why this is such a powerful thing. Understanding and knowing your genius zone, and then just showing up as who you authentically really are within that, is the most powerful magnetic thing that you can do, meaning attracting the people that you want to be involved with and have relationships, be in communities with, etc., are attracted to you and you are attracted to them, which makes everything a whole lot more pleasant, at least in my experience. So this is the great graphic we have. Ask yourself today these, important questions. What activities do I love to do that I could actually do that would sustain me? What skills have I acquired over the, however old you are? Most of us are over decades old, right? And what makes the world a better place? Why would we waste our time and energy doing anything that makes the world a worse place? I don't get it. I'm mind boggled by that. Now, I could contend that I waste a lot of energy every day, or I expend a lot of energy every day making videos. And most people tell me, all the experts, all the gurus, except if you follow the most successful people, at least in the niches that I follow, they do show up every day for their people. Why? Because they want to have relationships with them. They want to make the world a better place by building relationships with people that will also go out and make the world a better place. Those are my people. All right, so what are we going to do today? We are, of course, going to identify our purpose and make sure that our purpose lands in this little genius zone. So what we're going to do today is we're going to brainstorm. If you've never done this, it'll take you a few minutes. If you have done it before, just pull it out and revisit it and say, okay, is this still all true for me today? Because guess what? Over time we change. Hopefully we grow over time. And so some of the things that were important to us before, like safety and security and a job, for example, aren't important for us anymore. So we're going to do that today. And then again, so the things you love, the skills and experience you have, and just bullet points. You're not going to write them all unless you want to pull up an AI and dump via voice all of that into your AI, and it will summarize all of this for it. It'll say, hey, here's all the stuff in your genius zone. Go for it. Go forth and prosper and make the world a better place. And then what makes the world a better place, and will people pay money for it so that it can sustain my life and my existence and the lifestyle to which I've been accustomed or I want to be accustomed to. That's it. If you have any questions about this, hit me up and ask. I've talked to lots and lots of people through this process, and sometimes that's all you need is somebody to talk through it with you, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's been right in my face this whole time. How could I not see it? Don't know. That's it. If I can help you anyway, have an awesome day. Otherwise, I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.